Hello, it's Kevin here. Time for a video again. So number 17 of our 101 introductions. If you've been following the series, you should know that what we are doing, we're looking for newly reported topics and questions for IELTS Writing Task 2. And then I write a sample essay, and then I invite members of IELTS 9 Pro, and we have a new group, new link below if you're watching on YouTube, and I invite them to write their introductions, and I comment. And in the group we have different things when I explain and talk about writing, writing in general and specifically for the IELTS test. So if you want to join, link below. So this is apparently this was reported in the last week or two. In many cities, planners tend to arrange shops, schools, offices and homes in specific areas and separate them from each other. The advantages outweigh the disadvantages. So we've got a bit paraphrasing here that you can use. And let's have a look. So what's the thesis? What's the main idea? I say, well, there's certain advantages in terms of organisation and efficiency, which I talk about in the essay, but while its drawbacks are significant and far-reaching. So I say, well, so I'm in a roundabout way saying, well, yeah, you know, they actually, the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. So let's have a look. Introduction. It's a common approach by urban planners in many cities to group like buildings such as shops, offices, schools and homes in certain areas, separate each from the other. While this zoning policy offers certain advantages in terms of organisation and efficiency, its drawbacks are significant and far-reaching. Okay, now, I'm not going to read it all out. I'll put it all on the screen so you can see it later on, but what I talk about here, paragraph number 2, I say it can streamline development, optimize space. If you put all your offices in businesses, in business, I mean, like, if you think about it, lots of major cities do have a business area or district, and they put them all there for a reason, because collaboration, and that's where people go for business. You know, in the same way they put all the shops in one areas, the shopping malls. I don't know why they actually do this, you know, really, but that's what the planners do. And if you separate residential areas, it can make it quieter, because you know, you've not got commercial vehicles coming out, etc. Improves your living conditions, etc. So, you know, some advantages: it can optimize space. You can get all the offices in the same buildings together, all the shops, all the commercial stuff. I mean, if you think about it, there's usually an industrial area in every city and town, usually just outside of town. That's where all the factories are and warehouses, etc. So it would seem to have some advantages. However, social inequality, community integration. So if you've got the same people in a neighbourhood, it can perpetuate existing disparities, limit opportunities, lack of diversity in the composition. If it, you know, so it's like it is essentially a segregation, if you think about it. Additionally, and now it can, I mean, some of the most vibrant environments are cities where you've got offices and you've got shops and businesses and residential areas together. If you think of London, say, you know, you've got, so everybody can mix. Office workers go into the pub, the local pub, after work, you know, talk to residents, the community, you know, they can go to the local shops or whatever. That's more vibrant, having a mixed use environment. Yeah, and research shows that mixed use developments make it easier for walkability. You don't need to be driving cars because it's in the same area or neighborhood. So I think, yeah, some interesting things with that policy. So let me just try and get it all down on the screen so you can see it all. It's a little kind of small, I don't know. Is that 287 words? That looks a little bit long. Let me just have a look at that. Yeah, oh, looks a lot, looks like a lot more, but okay, 287. So you can see all of that. Okay, so I'll just leave that there. Now, on to our members. What did they say? What did they have to say? Right, with rapid population growth. Now, where does it say that? It doesn't say that. That's not the topic, is it? It's actually, if we look at it, it's the planners. So people who plan the cities, they are responsible for this policy. So it's got nothing to do with rapid population growth. And where does it say are witnessing an increasing trend in the diversification of buildings? It doesn't say that. So if you were to write an essay with this as its introduction, it would not work, and you get a very low task response score as a consequence. That's not the topic. That's not what you were asked to write about. It doesn't say that either. So that's off topic. And then you've got one of these, as I keep saying every time, one of these meaningless sentences which are a waste of words. It doesn't answer the question. The question specifically says, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So you say yes or no. But you're exploring, well, there's nothing to explore. And of course it's going to be your personal perspective because you are the author. You're the one who is writing this. So that essentially is meaningless. That's a waste of words, and you've misread the topic. So that wouldn't really work at all. Write it down. So okay, we've got right. So they've answered the question. Okay, that's good. Will outweigh the downsides. This prevail, or this. Well, this depends on various factors. Okay, well, yes, that's answered the question, and it's given us something to look forward to in the essay. Now, more specified, right? More special. Again, it's not very good in terms of paraphrase. It's the planners. Planners, if we go back to it, planners tend to arrange. Okay, that's what it says. So almost every issue has become more specified. What's that got to do with the topic? By the government? Well, it's not the government, it's by the planners, urban planners. Nothing to do with the state. In my candid opinion, and why is it candid? Pros of this replacement would outweigh the cons. So, you've answered the question, but you haven't really said what the pros might be. And that's not really the same wording as the topic, so you need to be careful there. Now, aim implies some future intent. If you look at tend, it means present simple, what they do now. So, be careful there. Let's get perfect. Some more and outweigh them. So that's not too bad. Just watch that verb, because that's talking about something that they aim to do in the future, and the actual verb is tend, as in that's what they do usually. So just watch that. But apart from that, that's good. Again, this answers the question, but it's always good to say, from my point of view, while reason 1 and reason 2 may be beneficial, give some idea, because I said organization and efficiency. So I would mention something there. Nowadays, due to again, it doesn't say that. Where does it say that? It doesn't say that. In most in most urban areas or cities. Draftsmen are not planners. It's not the same thing. Watch your paraphrasing. That's not the same. Trying to nowadays, what's draftsmen? Planners are trying. Right. I got to rewrite all of this. Planners are trying to. Well, it's not. Usually, place or build stores with department stores and homes in defined places and disassociate them. Okay. From my point of view, beside drawbacks of this policy, its benefits are more. Okay, well that could do with being rewritten a little, I think. That's not very clear. From my point of view, beside the drawbacks, its benefits are more so. Okay. So, as I said, you need to be careful with your paraphrasing. Don't add anything that's not in the topic. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say population growth. It doesn't say an increasing trend. So just the expansion of cities. It doesn't say that either. So don't add anything to the from or to the rubric. That's what you've got to include. That, only that. So paraphrase that. Don't add anything else. Okay, right. So I'll just put that essay up. You can have a look at it. It's not my best, but I did it in the time allowed on purpose, as I always do. I found this quite a tricky essay, actually. I found it quite hard to do. That's strange. It's 287. That looks a lot more than 287 to me, but okay. So, as I said, I was struggling a bit with this one. I couldn't really think of anything. I had to go scratching my head and do a bit of research before I could compile this. But that's what you've got to do. Research. As I've explained before about identifying the topics for the IELTS test. There's 20 topics, more or less: environment, like this one, education, transport, health, crime. So you need to research your topics, and then when you get a question that you might not have seen before, you say, that's the environment issue, that's the health issue, that's the transport issue, etc. This is why we're doing these new essay questions, or recently reported, because we're not part of the pre-existing topic list or canon. Cambridge 19 should be coming out soon. So as soon as we get hold of a copy of Cambridge 19, we're going to be doing those essays. Because we did 18, 17, 16, 15, all the way down to number 3, writing task 1 and 2. So when Cambridge 19 finally emerges, we're going to do those as well. So, I hope that helps, and there's a new topic to be posted in the group. Like I say, link below. Take a look at it. If you want to join us, we'll see you there. Okay? Right. Bye for now.